Now the cellular respiration, cells are the building block of the all living organisms. As you know students, these in our body made up of millions of the cells. These cells are the structural and functional unit of life. So each cells carry out the basic life process that are essential for the survival of an organism. In every cells there is a process that are going on which are required for our life to normal running. In order to perform all the functions, the cells need the energy. Need the energy for, as you know, for any work it must, the primary requirement is the energy. So in the cellular respiration, the glucose obtained as the end product of digestion. As you know, we eat the food and we are digested the food material and we getting the glucose. This glucose is known as biological fuel of our body. So in the glucose there is a breakdown in the presence of the oxygen into water and the carbon dioxide along the release of energy. This energy is trapped by our body. So the body continues carry out the respiration at the cellular level even while we are asleep. Means when we go on bed, our body is produce energy with the help of respiration or with the help of oxygen by breakdown of the glucose and other food materials. This explains the reason why a good breakfast necessary for to regenerate our body. This is as you know that the good breakfast or good food is very good for the regenerate of the of our body. Now the kinds of cellular respiration. As you know, the cellular respiration is the two types. In this aerobic respiration, in this respiration oxygen is required must. So there is a breakdown of glucose into carbon dioxide and water take place. In anaerobic respiration, in this glucose is oxidized, glucose is breakdown in the absence of oxygen. In anaerobic respirations, alcohol is the byproduct, release is the place of water, release in the place of water. The organism that are the undergoes the fermentation process, that the yeast and fungi which have the anaerobic respiration survive the absence of oxygen. They are called the anaerobes, and such organisms find the great use in fermentation techniques like alcoholic industries and wine, beer and butter, cake, idli, dosas. The human cells under the stress physical activities such as running, cycling, weight lifting or walking use energy release as an end product of anaerobic respiration. The human, when we running, playing cricket, hockey, running, etc., we are using the use energy release as the end product of anaerobic respiration. In human beings, byproduct of anaerobic respiration is lactic acid. This acid bring to the accumulate in muscles, causing the cramps and immobility of the muscles. When the lactic acid is get deposited in more in our muscles, they are cramps and the muscles. As you know, the players, they are the some physio, they use the some massage and whatever to remove the cramps also. This may cool down an essential part of work or out routine. As the supply of oxygen is restored, lactic acid is broken down into the carbon dioxide and water and then cells revert to anaerobic mode of respiration. If the lactic acid is more accumulated, then oxygen is supply, it is converted into carbon dioxide into the and water, and this revert the process of anaerobic to aerobic respiration. Now the respiration in plants, as you know, the plants are the source of oxygen on the earth's surface. They have a tremendous power to produce the oxygen. Thus they produce the oxygen by process is called photosynthesis, and but like all the living organism, plant also carry out the respiration. Because the plants are also the living, so they are required, they shows the basic characteristics of the living organisms. So the exchange of gases in plants take place at the stomata, which are present in the leaves and stem. In the leaves, mostly in the lower surface, there are tiny pores that are open during the daytime, and plants are capture the carbon dioxide through the which and releasing oxygen. The stomata is made up of two kidney cells that known as guard cell, which is the opening and closing depend upon the sunlight. So plants do not need too much oxygen for their respiration. Hence, the rate of respiration in plant is much slower than the animals. Like the animal, plants also release carbon dioxide, water and energy as a byproduct. So roots cells of plants also need oxygen to generate energy. They get this oxygen from the trapped air between the soil particle. Means the plants also require air for the normal growth. This water is present in between the soil particle, mostly in the form of capillaries. That is the why they will get oxygen from the air trap between the soil particle. That is why we should not cover water potted plant. If we are not cover the water potted plant, the water replace the air in the soil and roots cannot breathe. Means if we are too much water the plants, this water is remove the oxygen. So this affect the growth of plant. Mangrove trees growing in the swampy areas cannot get air from the soil. It is waterlogged, and the aerial roots are take in air. So like the mangrove forest, they are the plant known as rhizophora. They have the nematophores, that the respiratory roots are present. So they are the take the oxygen from the soil. Thank you.